FIFA has ruined our game. VAR has ruined our game. When I say the World Cup is rigged, let me explain. I'm not talking about rigged as in there's scripts and the referees are told what to do, give penalties, give fouls. That's not the case. But there's a clear subconscious bias towards favored teams, and then VAR is coming in and making calls that have no business being made. If the referee did not make a call, if he plays an advantage, that goal or that play, whatever happens, should stand. And not only that, we're seeing so much inconsistency with the VAR calls. I've said it time and time and time again. VAR has been introduced to correct clear and obvious errors. It was not introduced to re-referee certain plays. When you look at the goal from yesterday, the Zico goal that was called off, what happened was Lisandro Martinez did get fouled. I will say it. I'm wearing an Egypt badge. I like Egypt. I'm Egyptian. I wanted them to win, but he was fouled. However, if the referee didn't call it in that moment, he had a chance to call it when Haitham Hassan skipped past the first defender. He had a chance to call it when Haitham Hassan skipped past the second defender. He even could have called it when he skipped past the third defender, but instead, the play went the length of the pitch. We scored a goal and then they called it back for review. That I disagree with, because if you're going to call a foul, you either call it when it's committed or you call it after you realize there's no advantage to be played. But to let Egypt run the length of the pitch, score a beautiful goal, and then take that away from them, I don't think is right. Additionally, we've seen so much inconsistency with these VAR calls. Now, I'm going to be the first one to say we crumbled. That was a bottle job of the Arsenal caliber. We crumbled in the last 15 minutes of that game and gave up that match. 3 goals coming from 3 crosses on the same side that we just could not defend is ridiculous. And honestly, with that, we should have lost. But that does not take away from the fact that all the 50-50 challenges went Argentina's way. All the calls that went Argentina's way did not go Egypt's way. For example, in the end of the game, when Enzo Fernandez scored that header, prior to the play, Salah was fouled in the box. And yes, Alvarez did get the ball first, but if that was Argentina, would they have reviewed it and called that for a goal back? Because he did step on his foot, same as Lissandro. Regardless, you want to look at that one, Hamdi Fethi was pulled on his shirt and pulled to the ground by McAllister, which would have prevented Hamdi Fethi from getting the rebound of the Trezeguet header. He would have had an open shot in net at like the 6-yard box, but that wasn't reviewed either. So there was 2 fouls in the box on the same play, which then led to Enzo's goal, which did not get reviewed. So that's what I'm saying. The consistency needs to be there. If you're going to call it for one thing, call it for the other side. If you're going to call it 50-50 for one, call it 50-50 for the other. But how did Argentina commit so many fouls and so many brutal fouls, taking out Salah, slapping Imam in the face, bodying Haitham Hassan, studs up, getting in front of him, Tagliafico did. And then Egypt is the one who gets all the yellow cards. Like, understandably, we were frustrated. Now, that's why they felt like they were robbed. That's why they felt like there was a robbery, because it was a robbery in the regards that the officiating just was not fair. The VAR calls need to stop. The re-refereeing needs to stop. If we're going to use VAR to referee, why the hell do we have a guy in the middle of the field running around?